Let's lie down onto our back. We're giving ourselves a head to toe stretch, reaching our arms all the way to the top, pointing our toes, taking a deep breath in, reaching up. Visualizing as if somebody's pulling our hands in one direction, your feet in the other. Good. Then bringing our knees to our chest, giving ourselves a squeeze and a rock from side to side. Maybe bringing our chin in, forehead to our knees maybe. Good. Holding on to our left knee, extending our right. Squeezing it in, letting our right heel fall down to the mat. And just do maybe a little bit of movement with the left knee, pulling the left knee a little bit out towards your armpit and then bringing it in, out and in. Good. And then lifting the left leg all the way up, lower down. Raising the right leg, lowering or bending the knee, grabbing onto your right knee, squeezing it in, and then moving it gently from side to side, just getting a little bit of hip mobility in at the same time. Good. Especially in the morning, we can feel really stiff in our legs and our muscles. Good. Placing both feet down onto the mat, lifting up into a bridge. You can bring your arms up as well. Lift, lift, lift. Squeezing the glutes. Try to keep your knees parallel to your hips. Good. Lower down. Roll over to one side, pushing yourself up. Tabletop position. Cat-cow. Dropping the belly, look up. Tucking the chin in. Lifting your navel to your spine. And again, look up. And tucking your chin in. Good. Back into neutral. Extending your right leg out. Lift, lift, lift. Toes pointed inwards. Just keeping your gaze to the top of the mat. And we're just going to do 10 baby pulses. We're kicking our right leg, our right foot towards the ceiling. Good. And then bending the right knee in towards your chin and extend. And bringing knee in, squeeze, squeeze, and extend. One more time. Bringing the knee in and extend. And then lowering the right knee right into the left. Left knee goes straight out. Holding, squeezing the left glute, keeping the belly in strong. And then baby pulses. So we just start to lift, isolating the left glute, but still working the right one as well with our stability in our right leg. Good. And then bending the right knee, bringing it into the chest or towards your chin. And then extend. Bending the left knee in, gauging the core, and extend. And again, bending it in, and extend. Good. Lower the knee down, walk your knees back a little bit, bringing your hands forward for your puppy pose, dropping your chin down to the mat this time, really opening up those shoulders. Try not to drop the belly too much. I'm guilty of that. Just reach forward, maybe sway from side to side. Breathe. Good. And then coming back up, tabletop position, and transition right into your downward facing dog. Walk out your downward facing dog. It's the first one of the day. It's probably feeling a little bit tight. Maybe push one heel into the mat and the other. Let your head be heavy. Maybe moving your hips. Good. Bring your feet a little bit closer together at the back of the mat. Roll into your high plank. Lower down knees and then all the way down to your mat. Bringing your arms forward this time and then walk them back for your Sphinx position. reaching up, chest up. Good, so make sure you have your shoulders or your elbows over your shoulders, and then pushing your shoulders away from your ears, lifting your belly up, looking forward, feeling this nice stretch in your lower back. Good. Bringing our hands a little bit closer to our chest, our arms, and pushing up to our first upward facing dog. So now our hips are lifted. Good. And just peek over your left shoulder for a twist. Over to your right shoulder. Good. And then dropping the knees, bending back into your wide-legged child's pose. So now we're opening up the hips a little bit further, floating down. Walking both hands over to the right. So we got a twist going on as well. We're opening up the hips, maybe resting our chin or our forehead on our right knee. Coming back to center, then over to the left. Feeling this beautiful side stretch on the right. Good. Bring your hands back up to center. Come back up into your tabletop. Flip your toes, downward facing dog. Lifting your right foot all the way up to the ceiling, three-legged dog. Bending the right knee, opening up the hip. Lifting your knee as high as you can, letting your right heel be heavy. Squeeze. Nice, and then lower down. The left leg goes up, straight, three-legged dog, then bending the right knee, letting the opposite heel be heavy. Lifting the knee. Good, lower down. Bringing yourself forward again into your high plank position, knees or toes, chaturanga down, upward dog or cobra, to downward facing dog. Good. Lifting the heels, bend the knees, jump, hop, or step, top of the mat, halfway lift. We're just bringing our hands up to our shins and then folding down into our forward fold. Take a few breaths here. Let your head be heavy. Maybe bending one knee and the other. Good. Bend the knees, rise to stand, reach up, look up. Hands to heart center. Exhale. Let's go right into our crescent lunge. So stepping forward at the top of the mat, lifting the right foot up. So we're lifting up, flexing the foot, step back into your crescent lunge with your left foot forward. Reach up with your front knee bent, back leg straight. Lifting up towards the ceiling. Hold. Good, we're gonna flow it out by dropping our hands down. So this is a little bit of balance, working on the strength of our lower body, reaching up and down and up. Could follow your hands or your gaze with your hands and up. Last one, flow it down. Good, and on the inhale, we're gonna come up, bring our feet together at the top of the mat and go right into your chair. Good. Sitting back on our heels, tucking our hips under. Good. Reaching up to stand. Reach up, look up. Hands to heart center. We're gonna step into our wide-legged forward fold. So stepping your feet, you can bring your toes to the outside of the pointed to the edges, and you can bend your knees. It always feels good to start with a little bit of a hip opener. And then we're gonna float down into our wide-legged forward fold, placing your hands down onto the mat, and then slowly extending your knees, and then letting your head be heavy, swaying from side to side Opening up the hips a little bit further. Maybe you can try full Skandasana, one way and then the other. Just listening to your body, what's feeling good. Good. Come up onto your fingertips. Bring your hands over to the top of the mat, and then bringing your feet together at the top into your forward fold. Bend the knees, reach up, look up, rise to stand. We're bringing the right foot back this time into our crescent lunge, bringing the right arms all the way up, right knee goes up, big step back, crescent lunge, reach up. Good, let's try that balance move again when we're lowering our hands down, bringing ourselves forward, really feeling our lower body strength here, the power in our legs, power in our glutes. Reach up, lower, good. And on this up, we're gonna bring ourselves to the top of the mat, sit down into your chair pose once again, and then opening your arms out to cactus. Sit down deep. Good, reaching up, hands to heart center, hands to the mat, bend the knees, jump, hop, or step, high plank position, chaturanga down, upward dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Good. Placing your knees down onto the mat, come into a comfortable seated position. Just take a minute to roll your neck from side to side. Get any last minute kinks. For those of you who don't have an expensive pillow and your pillow is all bunched up and stained from somebody in your house that maybe sweats too much. For all those who don't have $200 pillows, it's important to do some neck movement in the morning. Or get yourself a good pillow. Good, rolling our shoulders back, taking a deep breath in. And exhale. Take this beautiful positive energy and share it to all those that you love. Thanks again for joining me, and I will see you next time.